Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 16th episode of the only season of My So-Called Life. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw it was Christmas and Ricky had been beaten up by his father, had nowhere to sleep and was hungry. Angela's family helped him and brought them all together at Christmas, and there was an angel. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. I kept the intro short this week. I didn't have much to say about the last episode. So there's only 4 episodes to go. We didn't see anything about Rayanne's drinking last episode, so I don't know if we're going to see any more about that. I think it was mentioned last episode that Angela's father is still teaching at that culinary school. So is anything happening about that restaurant? Don't know. So we had Christmas last week, New Year's Eve this week.
It's like a New Year's resolution. Is to stop getting so caught up in my own thoughts.
As she gets caught up in her own thoughts. Well, mind you, it's not quite New Year yet, so...
Again, have sex with Kyle.
So do I. Oh, so she's back with him.
Give up coffee.
That's the English teacher.
There, that's an easy one.
Ha!
To stop obsessing over Angela Chase.
That's not going to happen.
To find someplace where I, really belong.
He's at Angela's, he looked around.
To stop drinking. But this time, really stop.
Okay. That was interesting. And good. So, out of all the things she could pick, she wants to stop drinking. And she realised that she did last time, but she really wants to do it. That's good. Let's hope she does.
More supportive and less suspicious, no matter how much it sometimes seems like he's hiding something.
She wants to become a different
Tell
person.
Kelly Lowenthal once and for all that I'm not going into the restaurant business with her.
Right.
And to stop all those long talks with her after class.
Isn't tonight New Year's Eve?
Okay, well I said when we first saw him and that woman together, there could be like a romantic thing going on there, because in the pilot episode it looked like he was on the verge of having an affair. Well, no, I would say he was having an affair. It might not have been physical, but it was emotional, which is just, well, I was going to say just as bad, but in some ways it's worse, because you're emotionally involved with someone else, not the person you're with. So, but is it one-sided? Is it he likes this woman and then she's got a fiance? She's quite an outgoing, chatty person. It might just be that it's just one-sided, but it looks like he does like her.
Not much time left.
She's a trough, not a bowl.
But I do resolve to stop doing Jordan Catalano's homework.
Sure, the teacher would spot that. He has trouble reading and writing. If all of a sudden he's producing quality work, that would be noticed.
Great pancakes.
Oh, thanks. I just did what it said on the package.
He cooked and he's cleaning up.
You don't have to rush home.
I don't?
No. You take all the time you need. It's whatever makes you happy.
Oh, this is part of her New Year's resolution.
You guys have a great first day back at school.
Not getting on well with Ricky.
If only you'd come into our lives when the girls were still young and impressionable.
He's such a great kid. I mean, what is going on? Why haven't we heard from his aunt and uncle? He's been here a week.
I forgot my Odyssey.
He's going to hear.
Well, we have to try to contact his family, or he has to. I mean, he can't just stay here forever.
I think that's what he wants.
Did anyone start the book? Anyone read the book Jacket? I haven't had a cup of coffee in almost 12 hours.
Getting irritable.
What does Odysseus want?
This is what not having coffee does to you. Makes you irritable.
Enrique? Any thoughts?
We haven't seen about the drama club from him either, have we?
Hold it! I want everyone him to write 2 pages, due tomorrow, on what does Odysseus want.
So that was the end of the class? What was he doing for the rest of the class?
You. Doing my homework, it's wrong.
Yes. Should be helping him to write
You're not
it.
taking advantage of me.
Yeah, you are. And she's happy to let you.
It would be different if we were like
I still don't know what they are.
a friend or whatever.
She didn't want to hear that.
Excuse me, we're like here.
Sharon, are you avoiding me?
What?
What, did the scene you were running away give it away?
I love you, Sharon.
Sorry.
She doesn't look impressed. She still doesn't want to be with him. She doesn't feel the same way.
You're not gonna do the restaurant.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, great. I'm glad we discussed it.
Me too, because I found this absolutely fantastic space that you can get for a song. No, you can give me an objective opinion.
Surely he was an integral part of the plan because of his cooking.
Does the fountain work?
So he's not completely out of it then.
I told her I wasn't doing this restaurant thing.
Oh, good.
Isn't that what you wanted me to tell her?
Huh.
Well, only if that's what you really want.
No, it's obviously not what he really wants.
Nothing. I'm just going home.
So he must have been there since Christmas.
Are you sure that this is what you want?
Oh, yeah. I talked to them, my aunt and uncle.
No, he didn't.
So, thank you. For everything.
They both do care about each other. He's not going anywhere again. He's back on the streets, isn't he? So why has he done that? They were going to speak to his aunt and uncle, but he doesn't want them to speak to his aunt and uncle. Don't know. I don't know why he's done that. He heard them obviously talking about speaking to his aunt and uncle, and now he's leaving. He says he's spoken to them, but he obviously hasn't. So is there an aunt and uncle? Maybe there isn't. He just used that as an excuse. Don't know.
Thank you.
Oh, he's sleeping because he didn't sleep last night.
You give up caffeine too?
Listen, Rand's all concerned. You have to tell her everything's okay.
Why don't you say you're concerned?
Ricky stayed at your house last night.
No, so now he's back with his family. Everything's calmed down over there now, I guess. I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah.
He does care about Ricky as well.
Say there's like someone, but isn't doing real well in school, like especially in English.
Oh, say no more.
She means Jordan.
The peer tutoring program.
He's not going to appreciate that. Especially having his name out there where everyone can see it. I can't climb ropes. Never have been able to climb like that. No upper body strength at all. Or lower body strength.
Declared his love for you.
You're totally fulfilled, right?
Nope.
I was watching that River Runs Through It movie, and he called and...
Fair play, she's good. I can't do those either.
We don't like have to be in love to have a good time.
Yeah, but let's say he loved you, while you were just, like, using him.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's fine both having a good time, but if one feels more than the other, it gets complicated.
You know, Brad has this theory about you. He thinks you secretly and passionately yearn to do this, and if you don't, you'll kill yourself.
I think he's right.
So,
It's quite the centerpiece.
I need to know what you think.
How big is the place? I can't really see.
I think it's wonderful.
He's having visions about how it could look.
You know, Brad has another theory about you.
I don't want to know.
He says you'll cave in at the last minute.
Yep. She thinks the same thing. That's his brother.
Want me to explain to you what the problem is?
Just make it work.
His partner was supposed to be, you know, that Hallie Lowenthal woman.
He doesn't know who she is.
I have to, go upstairs.
So by trying to be less suspicious and everything, she's becoming more suspicious.
What'd you say to her?
Nothing. Why? What did you do?
Nothing.
So he knows about that woman from the pilot episode.
So whoever's gonna tutor you, their name is next to yours.
Brain?
Brian.
I mean, if I'm already signed up.
Oh, he wants the help.
Are you... Brain?
Kind of right in both ways. So is this English class or drama class? I'm hoping drama.
I mean, because they wouldn't just move without telling me.
His parents moved house.
Enrique?
He's a bit torn about going after him, but he's also got a class of other kids to look after. He can't just leave them.
Mr. Kaczynski?
Gee whiz, you're here early.
So this is the next day. Or at least another day.
If you want to take that donut off my hands, by the way.
Oh, he's hungry.
You know that essay that I never handed in about what Odysseus wants? Can I get an extension? It's sort of like I don't have a place to live. It's gonna be fine.
No, it's not.
I was staying at my friend Angela's house.
You can go back there.
They're this really great family, but in a way that made me feel lonelier.
You could see everything he didn't have.
And you're certain that your aunt and uncle have relocated?
So his aunt and uncle have moved.
Well, actually, I'm thinking of a place for is it Enrique?
It's Ricky.
The place I'm thinking of for you is called Pride House. Let me make a few calls, and I'll pull in a few favors. Go to your next class. Listen, a place like Pride House has a waiting list. Even if I pull every string known to man, it's going to take a few weeks to get him in.
Weeks.
What is he supposed to do tonight?
Well, it's not a perfect system.
No, not by any means. It's barely a system. Not a perfect system.
So, why can't you tutor Jordan Catalano?
I can't discuss it either.
Because of Angela.
I feel like a hypocrite or something, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do, actually. You have to tell him that it was a mistake, and that you can't pretend anymore, and that whole using him thing, and that you didn't want to hurt him.
I'm supposed to say all that?
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't.
I may have to, drop out of the program or
Do
whatever.
you have, an eraser I could use for a second?
I think so.
My eraser, won't erase.
That's not a good eraser then.
She would sleep with you. Go get a number.
What?
Brian gonna teach Jordan and Jordan's gonna teach Brian.
Without warning?
I've never be able to do anything like that.
I have to sharpen my pencil.
They got one of those pencil sharpening machines on the wall, so when we put it in and you have to turn the wheel that sharpens it. I haven't seen those for years. Yeah.
Enrique.
So they came and got me out of class, so did she reach them, or?
Just gonna stay with him.
And I would have never have gone to guidance by myself. So thanks.
Look, Ricky.
Oh, called him Ricky. Yeah.
Well, you're on the waiting list. Mrs. Krasnowski has temporarily placed you in a facility. I know this is going to work out.
Yeah, me too.
That teacher was obviously being helpful, Miss Kaczynski, or whatever her name was. I can't remember her name. By trying to place him in that home, the Pride home. But she should have said to him straight away that it's not going to be an immediate thing. She completely raised his hopes when he's in a really bad situation. That wasn't good. It was obviously done for TV, but it wasn't handled well.
Well, I don't care what his theory is. Huh?
So that's her again, Hallie.
Tally Lowenthal.
Oh.
No, I was just...
Oh, sorry. So sorry.
I should...
No, don't get off the phone.
On my account.
She wanted to ask me something.
No problem.
It obviously is.
Hey, you. Hey, I'm talking to you.
So where's he going to go instead?
So, Enrique is not here.
No, he isn't. Why?
He left the home. Shelter.
Aren't they going to be late for school?
Oh, girls, go to school.
Well, you are as well, aren't you?
Can I get you a cup of coffee or something?
No coffee.
No coffee.
Under your roof. Now, how could you just let him go like that?
Oh, but he's not their parent.
I told you, now why did you believe?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
They're all worried about him, that's why, but...
No, it's okay because I have felt so bad about
No,
this.
see, I gave up coffee.
Yeah, it's everything. But he's worried as well.
I had no right to point a finger of blame at you.
Are you sure you don't want a cup of coffee?
I think you need it.
Foul temptress.
That was a very English teacher thing to say as well. That's Shakespearean. I don't know if that's from something. I'll have a look. Put it up here.
You must have lost this?
Oh.
I found it hanging from a urinal.
Oh, I wouldn't be hugging that.
Thought maybe we could hang at your place tonight, like watch it?
Kyle, there's something that I have to explain.
It's that movie where these two like housewives are like on the run in this convertible.
Thelma and Louise.
Who else is in it? You know that guy.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Can't remember. Brad. Don't know, I've ever seen it actually. Thelma and Louise. Oh, no, not sure. I don't know if Brad Pitt's in it.
How about 7:30?
It was fantastic.
God, I cannot believe how intense that was.
I mean, he seems like a sweet guy.
Oh, absolutely.
He cares.
Ricky.
Well, look, he knows where we are if he needs us.
I think you need to go look for him and bring him back. I think I would. I don't know where I'd look, but I wouldn't be happy leaving him.
There's something I have to tell you. It's been kind of weighing on me.
She thinks he's having an affair.
I haven't been completely honest.
Oh, is she going to say it?
Say it. Just...
I want to open this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
See, I missed Angela's birth.
She did. She thought he was having an affair.
I don't want to miss this.
It's not great that she was thinking it, though.
I will be totally supportive.
Really?
Doesn't mean he's not having an affair, though, so I don't know why she's so relieved.
Unbelievably supportive.
That is weird that she's so relieved. She thought he's having an affair, but he could still be.
What did you think I was going to say?
Yeah, opening the restaurant doesn't mean he's not. That's a bit weird. Maybe the penny will drop later and she'll keep thinking it again.
I cannot stop thinking about how you did that. How you just, like, got up and went over there.
God, if you've got trouble reading, Homer's Odyssey's not the easiest one to start with.
Start with the basics, you know?
No, okay.
I mean, even if it seems like too basic, start with that.
He really does want to learn. Oh. How do you get his number?
I'm fine. I'm really fine.
No, you're not.
Do you need a place to stay?
Because I was at the Chases today, and they care about you. You could go back there. Listen.
Uh-huh.
Never mind.
We can talk about it tomorrow.
Oh. He wanted you to say, come and stay at mine.
Take care?
It's tricky for a teacher to say that, though. To have a student come and stay at your house, that could put them in an awkward position. But Ricky wanted him to say it. Right. So that's why he couldn't ask him to come and stay. And probably why he cares about Ricky's safety more than other students.
He'll be just fine if he lives through the night.
He can relate.
But you're thinking, why didn't I tell him that he could stay here tonight? You're
Yeah.
thinking,
No, I'm not.
well, I am.
Hmm.
If we did take him in, if he got out, you realize what people could make of it?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I just hate myself, but I can't. Don't hate yourself.
Could take him to Angela's. That's probably the only thing he could do, because yeah, he's in a horrible situation. That's bad enough these days, but yeah, back then it would have been even worse.
That scare you? Do have that effect on people.
Hmm.
I hope to God I haven't pressured you into this.
Are you crazy? Of course he pressured me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't really want to be.
Hmm.
Brad had this theory about you. Oh, actually about me.
What, that you like him?
He had a theory?
We broke up. We just decided to not be engaged anymore. Well, I mean, he decided.
Is it because of him? Did she think they were seeing each other?
I'm really
really sorry.
So it looks like it might be both ways, the feelings.
So, what was this theory?
God, you know, if I don't get over that lawyer, we won't even have a lease.
I don't think Angela's mother's wrong.
I'm sorry. It just got so hard to be alone.
It is tough though. Is he going to let him stay, or so the other option is to take him to Angela's. At least then you know he's safe, and it would minimise issues. That was a good episode. For bad reasons though. Obviously, see what's happening to Ricky. It's hard to believe that goes on. I say I had two loving parents, lived in the same family home all my life growing up. Stable home. Went to university. Had what I thought was a fairly normal, ordinary life. You don't know what happens out there in the world sometimes. So yeah, the teacher, I can't pronounce his name, Mr. Kaczynski. Oh, I can't remember. The English teacher. He obviously, I think he could see in the beginning a bit of himself in Ricky, and that's why he has kind of latched on to him and cares about him and wants him to be safe and everything. I'm sure he would do that to any student, but there's something about Ricky that he can relate to, and he wants to help him. But I get that he was torn about asking Ricky to come and stay for the reasons he said. Say in the mid-90s, things were different to how they are now. Even now, it wouldn't look good. A teacher saying to a student, come and stay. That would be an issue. It would be an issue back then, even more so. A gay teacher, a gay couple, as he said, if that came out, he'd been vilified and could have lost his job. So I completely get it, and obviously now that is still a risk. Like I said, I think the best thing for him to do would be to take him to Angela's. He knows that the parents care about Ricky, and he would be allowed to stay. It would kind of solve all the problems, as long as Ricky was okay with it, obviously. But I think he'd have to be. It's the best option for him at the moment. It was good to see Jordan wanting to learn. That was good. As I say, it's an awful book to start with. I think I might have read it, The Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey. Not sure. Maybe a very long time ago. But from what I do recall, it's a tough book. So it's not going to be the best thing for him to be working with at the moment. I think he needs to start at a slightly lower level and build up to that. But he obviously wants to, so that's good. Didn't really see much of Angela in this one. It was a bit more of the other students, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think the show has become a bit more of I can't think of the word. I can't remember the word, but more of a group thing than just focused on Angela as it started off, which I say isn't a bad thing, because I like Ricky. I care about what happens to Ricky, so it's interesting to see that side of things, not just Angela's life. Her dad. So it does look like, this is how I'm reading it, he does like that woman, Hallie. It looks like she does possibly like him. At the very least, it looks like her fiance thinks she likes him. That was going to be the theory, which she didn't say. And I think it's true. So are the two of them gonna have a thing? Hope not. Like I said though, his wife obviously thought that's what it was. and he said that they're going to start. He wants to start the restaurant, and she was immediately relieved. But say that doesn't mean he's not having an affair. So she got relieved very quickly, surprisingly quickly. Yeah, there's only a few episodes to go, and I know it was kind of cut short as a series, so I have a terrible feeling I'm not going to get the answers to a lot of the things that are going on, which is a real shame. I don't like it when that happens. So, but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the next episode to see what happens now, and where we're going to go with Ricky and what's going to happen to him. Yeah. So let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and I shall see you for the next episode. Be seeing you.